kicked my brother out because of what he did at my daughter's birthday party. Listen to this crazy story time and watch my mini twist nighttime routine for soft, bouncy, moisturized twists. Am I the a-hole for kicking my brother out of my house after what he did at my daughter's 15th birthday? I, 38 female, have a 15-year-old daughter, Emma. For her birthday, I decided to throw a small gathering at our house with her best friend Maya and a few family members. My brother, Ivan, 45 male, offered to help out. Emma adores Ivan. He's the cool uncle who's always joking around and treating her like an adult. I've always been uneasy about how permissive he is, but I never imagined he'd cross such a massive line. The evening started fine with music, snacks, and laughter. At one point, I stepped away to finish some work, trusting Ivan to keep an eye on things. About an hour later, I went to check on them. I couldn't find Emma, Maya, or Ivan anywhere. After asking a few guests, someone said they were in Emma's bedroom playing board games. I had a bad feeling about it, so I headed upstairs. What I walked into made my stomach drop. Maya was half passed out, slumped on the bed in Emma's room, barely able to sit up and throwing up all over herself. Emma and Ivan were hovering over her, both panicked and trying to keep her awake. I immediately demanded to know what had happened. Emma looked petrified and didn't say much, but Ivan calmly, almost nonchalantly, admitted that he had let them drink. When I pressed for details, he shrugged and said Maya had had about 600 mils of vodka. He said it like it was no big deal, casually adding, "It's fine, I was supervising them." I was horrified. Maya was barely conscious, struggling to even breathe properly, and Ivan acted like this was normal. I called an ambulance right away, and Maya was rushed to the hospital. The doctors confirmed she had alcohol poisoning. Thankfully, she'll recover, but the situation could have ended far worse. I was shaking with guilt, fury, and disbelief. When I got back home, I unleashed all my anger on Ivan. I told him he had crossed an unforgivable line by putting two 15-year-olds in danger. He tried to justify himself, saying teens were going to drink anyway, and he thought it was better if they did it around him. He even smirked while saying it, which made my blood boil. I told him to pack his things and get out of my house immediately. I also told him he's not welcome around Emma until further notice. What crushed me the most was when Emma later admitted, tearfully, that this wasn't the first time Ivan had let her drink with him. She begged me not to cut him off and said I was overreacting, claiming Ivan didn't mean for things to go so far. She also blames me for ruining her birthday and wouldn't speak to me now. I'm devastated and furious at all at once. I feel like I failed to protect my daughter, but at the same time, I can't just forgive Ivan for what he did. Emma doesn't see it that way though, and thinks I'm being unfair. Am I or am I not the a-hole? First of all, I feel like they've gotten too close. They've gotten too close. You know, they've gotten unnecessarily close because now she can't even see what's wrong in this situation. I mean, she's a child. Of course, she won't see what's wrong in this situation. Children usually prefer the more permissive adults, the adult that lets them do what they want or do what they like. That's how children usually are. And if you allow them to get too close, it can get to this stage where they start blaming you for something that the other person has done wrong. I mean, you could let her see that her friend was in a really bad situation because of this thing that they did, because of what he did, because of what they did. Even if she doesn't see anything wrong with it, what about her friend? Doesn't she care about her friend? I mean, you could make her see things in that light. At least she should feel bad that that happened to her friend. The fact that this is not the first time he's doing it, I mean, you have, it's not your fault anyway. You wouldn't know. He's your brother and you trusted him basically, but they've gotten too close, and it's bad. It reminds me of, Stockholm syndrome and all that, where the victim would always prefer and go back to her abuser. That's Stockholm syndrome. So no matter how much you try to rescue the sibling, but at the end of the day, I saw this quote online: "You are their mother. You are her mother. You are not her friend. You are not her best friend or anything like that." So act in your role, act in your capacity as a mother, and do what you have to do to straighten things up. There's so many things that my parents did when I was a child that I didn't necessarily like, but it helped to straighten me out. All right. It helped to fix a lot of things, you know. So act in your capacity as a mother. Do what you have to do to fix it. They don't need to like it now, but it's going to be for the greater good, so that your brother does not end up turning your daughter into an alcoholic. She is still a child. She's 15 years old. That's underage drinking. Is that not supposed to be illegal? Anyways, you are not the a-hole. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also turn on your post notifications so that you can be notified each and every single time I make videos like this. I will see you in my next video. Bye.